When signs and symptoms of perimenopause appear, we question whether it is real or imagined. Some of the very real issues that women experience can be emotionally and physically draining. Obstetrician and gynecologist Dr. Armity Simon joins me now with options for making it through, because it's really tough. And I think real or imagined, a lot of people wonder. First of all, we're talking about perimenopause. What is it for people who don't really understand?
Perimenopause is the time around which we haven't really stepped into the world of menopause. Menopause is when the ovaries stop functioning, and they don't produce the levels of estrogen and progesterone and testosterone that the body, women's bodies are used to. Perimenopause is that time period around there. It could last 5 years for somebody, it could last 5 months for somebody, or somebody could just, really go through it within, a 10-year period.
Oh.
I always tell my patients, think of perimenopause as the time that you're going up the mountain. So some people will walk up the mountain and stop, smell the roses, and take their time so the periods can become regular, irregular. Others will take the elevator up, others will take the escalator up. So it can be a different time period for everybody. And it just kind of varies for people.
Are there obvious signs and symptoms of it?
I think now we can actually help people by telling them, yes, there are signs and symptoms. For example, your periods may become irregular. Some hot flashes, especially at night, and not being able to sleep well. Some mood swings, just overall not feeling as well or as mentally as sharp, and sometimes a little bit of weight gain, especially around the midriff. So, those people kind of go through those time periods until the body figures out when the ovaries are going to shut down, and then things will balance out a little
Well, as you said earlier, it could take years for some people. I know nobody wants to feel like that for years, so what can you do about it?
There are different things we can do. Let's say for the hormonal type of problem, sometimes we put people, believe it or not, on low doses of birth control pill.
Huh.
Or, some of the hormonal different things that we can, give people either in the top of a topical type of a form, or vaginal, if I can say that on TV.
Sure. You're talking like
bioidentical hormones, or in form of pellets, or we can use vaginal rings to kind of help the hormonal fluctuation. If people have very heavy bleeding, irregular type bleeding, we can do procedures so that we can actually stop the menstrual cycle, so that people can kind of go through the perimenopausal time without really feeling a lot of the symptoms of the heavy periods.
Do you have patients come to you, they're like, I think I'm crazy, I don't know what's happening with me, and it becomes more mental and depressing than it does even physical, right? Do you see a lot of that?
I just want to put this out there. Go out there, talk to your doctors, make sure that you're heard. There are things that we can do. It's not going to be a quick fix. I can't tell you, here's the same thing that I give you, here's the same thing that I can take myself that's going to fix you. It's a trial and error. There are different things we can do for different people. We do the testing, and it's a time period that we can get people through, handhold them, so they can get into the menopausal years just a little bit more empowered.
So you can enjoy that walk up the mountain.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be a run. You can take a nice slow trot and smell the roses and enjoy it. And then when you get to the top, it's wonderful.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Thank you, Dr. Some
You're
good
welcome.
tips there. Very important tips, too.
Yes.
Don't suffer through it if you're experiencing those symptoms that we talked about. So if you would like to reach Dr. Simon, if you want more information, it's very easy. You can go to her website. It's drarmitysimon.com, or you can always call the number you see right there on your screen. Now,